Hello, everyone. I'm Steve Sanaciro, your state senator here in the 10th District in Bucks County. And it's my pleasure today to be talking with Elayne Brick in Sellersville, who is going to talk to us about some of the things that are happening in Sellersville and how we all can support our local businesses and in particular our local restaurants and other eating establishments during this very difficult period. Obviously, these last 9 or 10 months have been tough on everyone, but particularly our restaurants and small businesses have been hit hard because of the restrictions arising from trying to mitigate the spread of COVID-19. And here we are now in December, and as was forecasted by the experts, we're seeing a second wave of the virus, and the cases are really increasing pretty dramatically, not just here in Bucks, but throughout Pennsylvania and throughout the country. We're hoping, of course, sometime in the spring, the vaccines that have been proved to be very effective will start to be widely distributed, and we will slowly get out from under this pandemic and get back to normal life. And at that point, our local economy hopefully will rebound. Whether that happens and how quickly that happens will, in part, be related to what we do now to help our local businesses, how we as residents in our area and just local citizens can use our own economic power, our own dollar, to help people get through what is a very difficult time. So I want to talk to Elayne today about some of the things that are happening in Sellersville and how you can do that. You can help our local restaurants and local businesses. So Elayne, welcome. Thank you for joining us today.
Hello, thank you for allowing me to join you. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, it's my pleasure. Tell me some of the things that are happening in Sellersville right now, both with our restaurants and other businesses, and how people can support them.
As far as the Washington House and Sellersville Theater go, the Washington House is open, and we are actually also having performances from local artists at the theater with a very small audience, what we're allowed, about 30 people. We also are live streaming those shows so people can purchase tickets and watch them at home. The hotel is also open, and we have some holiday packages available. So, if people are, willing to come out, we are doing our very best in the theater, the restaurant, and the hotel to have strict safety precautions that are going to keep not only our guests safe, but our staff safe as well. Around Sellersville, there are quite a few independent businesses that, Bucksmont Awards sells unique gifts, and they're doing a 12 Days of Christmas special on Facebook. And the Cafe at the Mill is, selling gift certificates. A lot of our local businesses are selling gift certificates for specific events that they're having, or promotions like I know Cafe at the Mill is offering a buy a $30 gift certificate, get a $5 gift certificate for free. So everybody's doing, their best to, stay open and do business. Of course, we are also doing all sorts of takeout. We're offering these live streams with takeout dinner. We have a $35 3-course meal that people can choose to take home to eat while they watch a show. We also have virtual wine tasting dinner where we package up a beautiful 5-course meal and wine samples, and we send people a video to watch while they're tasting. with some, fun facts and tasting notes. So, there's things for people to do that, can feel like an experience. It's hard. Everybody, needs to take care of themselves and stay home as much as possible. So we're trying to do our best to give people at-home experiences.
Those are great ideas. And again, given the circumstances, it requires some creativity, and it sounds like you all have really done a great job with that. We're sitting here. It's today's December 9th. We don't know what might happen in the next few days or weeks in terms of further restrictions on what restaurants and businesses can and can't do. But no matter what, we know that curbside pickup and takeout will be available.
Absolutely.
And we really want to encourage folks to do that type of thing, particularly where you have some neat ideas of the type that you just described. What I say to friends and neighbors is, look, if you ordinarily eat out once a week and you can stretch the budget and maybe do it twice a week during this time to help folks, whether it's in person while it's still allowed or whatever you're comfortable with, if it's curbside pickup, by all means do that. And those are some terrific ideas where you can even potentially do that remotely. You might be able to get a couple of different families to do the takeout and do the tasting and, connect by Zoom and have a fun experience. So those are great ideas.
Yeah. And, it is the holiday season. So I would just encourage people to shop local for your gifts as much as possible. In the Penridge area, we have so many independent businesses, whether it's clothing shops or, candy and popcorn makers and independent restaurants, of course.
Right.
And, find some experience or gift card that you can give to support local.
Absolutely. That's a great idea as well. And something we should all be focusing on now. Again, we have a tough couple of months ahead of us by all accounts, but we can get through this, and what we do to help our local businesses now will make a huge difference down the road. I have to tell you, Elayne, hearing what you're doing, I live down in Lower Makefield in the Yardley area. It's a good 45 to 50 minutes away from Sellersville, but I think we're going to invest in a couple of those insulated carrying bags, and we'll be coming up and maybe doing some takeout.
That sounds great. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Sure. Well, thank you very much for joining us. Appreciate that. And again, take these words to heart. We can all make a difference in helping our local restaurants and businesses get through this time. Elayne, thanks again. Take care.